So let me ask you, do you have an entrepreneurial spirit? When you're out and you're living your life, is your eyes open to opportunity? I talk to a lot of people about being an entrepreneur, and they ask me all kinds of questions. And that's what I would ask you is when you're just out living your life, is your eyes open for those opportunities? Are they? So, many times what I find is people will ask me, they'll ask me, how do you do that? Give me an example. And I'm going to give you an example in just a moment. But first, let me set this up in this way. It'll just make a lot more sense to you. When you have an entrepreneurial spirit and you are watching for those opportunities, what I'm basically talking about first is you're looking for a need that's unmet. You find where those issues are, and then you come up with a solution to that issue. And then at the end, you monetize that solution. It's really that simple. But many times when I'm talking with people and we get into this conversation, what I find happens quite often, many people, they immediately start looking for the faults and the problems. Oh, you can't do that because of this. That won't work because of this. Now, I'm telling you, that is a mindset that you need to break. You have to quit looking at everything that you're considering as a problem and as a fault. Change your mind, change the way you're thinking into how can I make this work? What's the solution to that fault? So you're constantly looking for solutions. So if somebody comes up later and you've expressed this idea and they come back with something that's negative, you've already considered those things and you've already got a solution for them. So it's again, it's a mindset, and I would highly encourage you, if you want to find opportunities that are around you, that you shed that problem that you have. You don't think it is, but it is, of trying to find fault in any opportunity. And I believe what it is, it's a way out. It's a way out to where you don't have to do it. Well, I'm telling you, if you don't want to do things, quit throwing a negative spin on them and go sit on the couch. Let people that don't throw the negative spin on it go out and make things work. You can do it too. You just have to change your mindset. Now, let me give you an example, real life example. So, I had met with the pastor of our church a couple different times, and I had a meeting set up with him about explaining more about being an entrepreneur, because he didn't really quite get it. He understood business owners, he understood that, but he didn't understand the mindset of an entrepreneur. So as I'm going over to the church, I'm driving over to the church, I'm thinking about what would be a really simple example that I could give this guy, so he understood exactly what I meant. Now, I tell you all the time that these opportunities are all around you all the time. All you have to do is open your eyes. So I just opened my eyes, took a glance around me, and I look over. I'm driving down the road, rural road. I look over and I see a mailbox that's not in good condition. It's not good shape. It's kind of dilapidated, kind of leaning over. So I start reasoning. My mailbox doesn't look that way. And I start reasoning about why that mailbox would look that way. Well, it's very possible that the man of the house is not able to get out there anymore to do those kind of repairs. Or maybe he's passed away and now his widow lives there, and she can't do that, or she doesn't know how to take care of something like that. There's an opportunity. Guys, right away, everybody thinks money's an issue. That widow may be extremely wealthy. They may have had a good retirement set up, but that doesn't change the fact that she cannot go take care of that mailbox. And you can. Now, this one's not targeted for retirees. This is targeted for anyone. You're driving down the road, you see this, you see, oh, there's a need. There's a mailbox and post that needs replaced. So how do you do that? How can you take care of that need? Pretty simple. In our area, we have several home improvement centers like Lowe's and Home Depots and those kind of things. And most areas do. Just go to one of those home improvement centers, go look at their mailboxes, pick out 2 or 3. Same thing with the posts, pick out 2 or 3. Go home and pull it up online on Lowe's or Home Depot or whoever. Find those mailboxes, various prices, those posts, various prices, and ask Chat GPT to make you a sales brochure showing these 2 or 3 posts and mailbox combinations. And I'm just winging it here, guys, so you understand the point. You see that one post and mailbox is whatever, $70, and one's $100, and the other one's $200. You calculate how much time you have in doing it, actual time, digging the post with post hole diggers, putting it in, maybe concrete around it or whatever, and you have, 2-3 hours of your labor of going out and setting a post and hooking a mailbox to it. And you calculate what that would have to be, how much you would need to charge to make that worthwhile doing. And just for fun, I'm going to say that you can do it for $100, $150, $200. You choose. I don't care. You choose the number. It doesn't matter to me. You go back to that farmhouse, go up, knock on the door, meet the lady, and just explain you were driving down the road and you saw that situation and that you can replace her mailbox for her and her post. Pull out your little brochure that you had made up through chat. It's free. It's not hard to do. You may have to have a printer to print the sheets out, but show her, I can put this post in and this box for $200, this one for $285, and this one for $385 or whatever the amounts come out to. And will you sell one to everyone? No, you won't. But you're going to run into a situation where somebody like that needs it. You can schedule it on a certain day next week or whatever and line up 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. And you're out there and you're doing whatever it is, 3-4 a week, and you're making $150 on each one. You're making $600 that week by putting in some mailboxes. The point is not replacing a full-time job. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about one little side gig, one little side hustle that you can do. You can have a full-time job and line up 2 of those on your day off and pick up an extra $300-$400, whatever. That's what I mean by keeping your eyes open. All you got to do is open your eyes, guys. These things are all around us. You look, you see the need, you fulfill the need, go up, knock on the door, explain to the person how you can take care of her need, and you've got a job. Now people say, there you go, that's a job. Anything that you do takes work. Getting up out of this chair and going to get a cup of coffee takes work. Actually, I don't have my coffee again. I have my hot chocolate. Eating takes work. Breathing takes work. Guys, everything takes work. Again, people come at me with negative things. You can't do that because of, well, there you go. You're supposed to be retired and that's work. Go sit on the couch. Doesn't matter to me. Go sit on the couch. But if you're looking for something that you could do, make some extra money maybe, and learn to think like an entrepreneur, open your eyes, guys. Those opportunities are everywhere. So that's what I have for you today. Go out there, live your life, see how it works for you. Watch for these different needs. They're everywhere. Find a need, figure out how that opportunity could come to fruition, and you could earn some money. It's fun, guys. It's a game. And that entrepreneurial spirit, you feed it a little bit, and you're going to be amazed what it will do for uplifting you. And you'll be able to help other people in all different kinds of ways. And it's always a good feeling when you're helping people. So I'm hoping that this video helps you. I'm Dave. This is Employed 247. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on my next video.